Several people on my forum have mentioned they have trouble getting the valve caps back on. They run into problems with cross-threading, and they're afraid they'll damage the threads. It's easier on some horns than others, but here's a trick I found very helpful. In my case here, the springs are longer than just the length of the bottom of the valve, so you see they stick up now. The valve sticks up beyond the top of the casing. So most of us probably, we find the guide and we hold the valve down a little bit as we try to thread the cap on. And sometimes that's a matter of guesswork. That time it worked. What I found, if you're having trouble doing that, you just can't seem to find the right place, let the cap up, let the valve up just enough so it starts to raise the cap. That will level the cap. Let's see, if I'm having trouble now, so I raised it up, and there we go. So obviously, because of the weird angle I'm at, I had looked at the valve sideways and was putting it on sideways. Take it off again, and we'll try it again. Find the guide, push the valve down, lift it up until it starts to lift the cap off, right about there. And then come down a little bit, and sort of balance those two motions until the cap is sitting just on top of the threads, and you can put it on. On top of the piston, most of us have a bumper like this one, and it's usually nice and flat. So that helps to level out the cap and make sure you're not tipping the cap as you try to thread it back on. So there's your tip for the day.